Jack and the Beanstalk. A big shout out to Zach, Daniel, and Rodwin for requesting today's story. Once upon a time, in a humble cottage at the edge of a wide green valley, there lived a poor widow and her only son, a cheerful boy named Jack. Their home leaned with age, the thatch sagging like tired shoulders, and their only treasure was a gentle brown cow named Milky White, who gave milk that sustained them through the hardest days. But as the seasons turned, Milky White's milk ran thin. Jack's mother sold what little butter she could, mended clothes for neighbors, and prayed for better fortune. One chilly morning, with their last crumbs gone and the hearth nearly cold, she sighed and said to her son,
Jack, we've no food left and no money to buy more. Take Milky White to the market and sell her. Whatever you get must keep us alive.
Don't worry, Mother. I will bring home a fair price.
Jack, though saddened to part with the cow he loved, nodded bravely. He kissed her cheek, took Milky White's rope, and set off down the lane towards the village market. The sun was high when Jack reached a bend in the road shaded by great oak trees. There, he met a strange little man with twinkling eyes and a strange green cloak.
Good day, young traveler. That's a fine cow you have there.
Jack explained his errand, and the man stroked his beard thoughtfully.
So, you seek gold for her, I suppose?
Yea, sir. Enough to buy food for my mother and me.
These are no ordinary beans. Plant them tonight, and by morning, you'll see wonders beyond imagination.
Beans? For Milky White?
Magic beans. Their worth is greater than any coin. You must trust in what grows unseen.
Jack hesitated. He was young, curious, and half hungry for adventure. The man's voice carried the weight of secret truths. After a long pause, Jack traded Milky White for the 5 beans, tucking them carefully into his pocket. When he reached home, his mother stood waiting at the door.
Tell me everything, son. Did you manage to sell her?
Look, Mother. Magic beans. They'll grow overnight into something wonderful.
What? Magic beans? Oh, Jack, what foolishness is this?
She seized the beans and flung them out the window, trembling with anger and despair.
You've traded our last hope for nonsense. Now we'll surely starve.
Jack tried to comfort her, but she turned away, weeping quietly by the fire. That night, he crept to bed feeling ashamed and sorrowful, the echo of her sobs filling the small room. Dawn broke with a golden glow, and a strange green light shimmered against Jack's window. He rubbed his eyes and gasped. Outside, where the beans had fallen, stood a towering beanstalk, thick as a tree trunk and rising high into the clouds. Its leaves gleamed like emerald glass, and its spiraling vines disappeared into the misty heavens above. Jack's heart leapt.
Mother, come quick! The beans were truly magic!
Don't go climbing such nonsense, Jack. You'll break your neck.
Yet Jack's curiosity burned brighter than fear.
You're alive!
He gripped the first vine, placed his foot upon a leaf the size of a platter, and began to climb. Higher and higher he went, up through drifting mists and cool breezes that smelled of rain and sky. Birds circled beneath him, their wings mere dots below. The world shrank. Fields and cottages turned to a patchwork of color far below his dangling feet. At last, after what felt like hours, Jack reached the top and pulled himself onto a land unlike any he had ever seen. A place where the clouds formed rolling meadows and the air hummed with soft music from unseen winds. Jack wandered along a path paved with silver stones until he came upon a great castle in the distance. Its towers pierced the clouds, and its gate was so tall that even a horse could pass beneath without ducking. Near the gate stood a woman, a giantess, with kind eyes and arms strong enough to lift a tree.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm hungry and far from home. Could you spare a bite to eat? Poor boy. I'd give you breakfast gladly, but my husband would eat you for his own. Please, ma'am. I'll be quick and gone before he knows.
Pity stirred in her heart. She lifted him gently into the kitchen and gave him a piece of bread as large as his head and a mug of milk big enough to bathe in. But before he could finish, there came a heavy thud, thud, thud.
Quick! Hide and stay very still.
A shadow filled the doorway. The giant strode in, a monstrous figure with tangled hair, tusk-like teeth, and a voice that roared through the room.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
You smell nothing but the wind, dear. You've been hunting too long.
The giant snorted and sat down heavily. On the table, he placed a sack of gold coins, which clinked like raindrops of metal. He counted them slowly, his head nodding until he fell asleep. When the snores grew deep and thunderous, Jack crept out, took one small sack of gold, and ran as fast as he could. Down the beanstalk he slid, leaves whipping his face, until he landed safely beside his cottage.
Mother! Mother! Look what I've brought!
Jack! Where did this come from?
From the castle in the clouds.
Jack told her everything. The giantess, the castle, the treasure. Though frightened by his tale, she could not deny their sudden fortune. For a time, they lived well, buying food and repairing their cottage. But the gold did not last forever. When the last coin was spent, Jack looked once more at the towering beanstalk swaying in the sunlight.
Please, Jack, don't go. It's too dangerous.
I will climb again. Perhaps there's more to be found.
He climbed the beanstalk again, up through cloud and wind, until he reached the land above once more. At the castle gate, the giantess frowned when she saw him.
You again? If my husband finds you, he will surely eat you alive.
But Jack's charm and politeness softened her heart once more. Reluctantly, she hid him in a copper pot. Soon the heavy footsteps came again.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
You are dreaming indeed. Sit and eat your breakfast.
When he was done, the giant called out.
Bring me my hen.
The giantess placed before him a plump white hen with feathers like satin.
Lay.
The hen laid a golden egg, bright as the sun. Again and again, at the word lay, another egg rolled out, clinking softly against the table. When the giant finished admiring his treasure, he set the hen aside and soon drifted to sleep. Jack waited until the snores began, then crept from his hiding place, grabbed the hen, and dashed away. The hen squawked once, then nestled quietly in his arms as he climbed down the beanstalk. His mother was waiting at the bottom, wringing her hands.
Jack, you safe?
When he showed her the hen and spoke the word lay, a golden egg appeared before their eyes. They laughed and wept with joy, for now they would never be poor again. But Jack's curiosity, or perhaps destiny, was not yet satisfied. Months passed, and he often gazed at the beanstalk, wondering what other marvels lay hidden in the clouds. One morning he said to his mother,
The giant still has treasures that were once the world's to share, so I'll climb one last time.
You've tempted fate enough, my son.
but Jack only kissed her hand and promised to be careful. Up the beanstalk he climbed again, heart pounding with both courage and fear. The giantess, seeing him yet again, was astonished.
Foolish boy. If he catches you now, he'll tear you apart.
Only one more look, I swear.
She hesitated, then hid him in the pantry. Soon the castle trembled as the giant returned, roaring his terrible rhyme.
Fee-fee-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Bring me my harp.
The giantess placed before him a beautiful golden harp, its strings gleaming like starlight. When the giant commanded, "Sing!" the harp began to play on its own, its voice soft and sorrowful.
Master, I long to be free.
It's alive.
The sound pierced Jack's heart. When the giant dozed, Jack crept from hiding and lifted the harp. But as he turned to flee, the harp cried out.
Master, help me!
Thief! Stop, you wretched boy!
Jack raced toward the cloud's edge, the giant's thunderous steps shaking the earth above the sky. Down the beanstalk Jack flew, the harp clutched tight, while the giant bellowed after him.
Mother! Mother! Quick, fetch me an axe!
Jack, hurry!
His mother, pale with terror, ran from the cottage with the axe just as the beanstalk began to sway under the giant's weight. Jack swung with all his might, and then with a crack like thunder, the beanstalk split. The giant gave one final roar as he tumbled from the clouds, crashing to the earth below with a sound that shook the valley. When the dust cleared, nothing remained but shattered leaves and silence.
Oh, Jack, my brave boy, it's over.
The harp, resting in his arms, sang softly. From that day forth, Jack and his mother lived in comfort and kindness. The hen laid golden eggs, the harp played music that filled their home with warmth, and the memory of the giant faded into legend. Yet Jack never forgot what he had learned, that courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to climb despite it. Sometimes, when the sky turned gold at sunset, Jack would look upward, as if searching for the place where clouds once bore castles. And though he never saw it again, he would smile, knowing that adventure begins with a single step, or perhaps with a handful of magic beans.